Here we go. Let me hear it. Number one. You like it? I am number one. Hey, hey, hey. What does it take to be number one? And three, nobody. Hey. Sing it to me, Nelly. Yeah, move it all around. What's up, everybody? Mark Moore here. What's up, my Facebook friends out there? I hope everyone's doing great, feeling powerful and positive. Hey, really quick. Awesome tool, strategy that I've been using over the past almost 2 years now, and it's your number one. What's your number one? If you want to be number one, right? We all want to be number one, but number one in your life, right? Not competing against anyone else, just feeling like a champion each and every day. Like if you want to be number one and have an amazing winning day, you got to know what is your number one self-care habit, because we all get knocked off track, right? It's the brand new year. Many of you probably set up a New Year's resolutions and goals, and you might, unfortunately, like most people, which is okay, common humanity, you might have fell off track a little bit. But this year, coming out of the gates, we've been really focused on creating some small strategies and focusing on the one. What's your one word for the year? And then today, what's your one self-care habit? Like, what is it that, like, what's that one thing that you do when you're on? Like, when you're on fire, if you kind of look back at your best days, like, you're feeling good, you're getting your errands done, you got energy, you just have that vibrancy about you, you're feeling powerful and positive with the energy for excellence. Like when you're having those great days, there's some clues. There's some things that you're doing when you're on, and there's things that you're doing when you're off. So if you're going to be number one, you got to know what your number one self-care habit is. It's kind of like the thing that draws you back to your main focal point. It gets you excited again, and it gets you back on track. I know for me, it's my food. I'm more of a keto guy. I eat meats, vegetables, and water. I don't have any sugar, and nutrition's everything for me. When I start to cheat a little bit and I start to dibble and dabble in some gluten-free desserts, I'll start to notice I get off track a little bit. My mood slows down a little bit. I feel a little bit more sluggish. I get off my game. And then when that happens, right away, I know what I need to do to get back on track. So it's important as you go throughout the brand new year here, start taking in some invoice, some intel. Like when you're having a great day, why is that? Because like Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. We want to know why we're doing great. And we want to know when we're doing something bad, we need to stop that. So for me, it's the gluten-free dessert. Once I start to have too many days in a row of it, I start to back off and I get right back in. I know what gets me back on track. And it's such a great feeling to know because it gives you hope. It's like, all right, when I'm off my game, I kind of know what to do to get back in the game. So for you, what's your number one? What makes you feel number one? Because 2 is not a winner and 3, nobody remembers. So like Nelly said, find out what that number one is for you. Is it your sleep? Is it your nutrition? Is it your meditation? Maybe it's your breathing. Is it, hey, I like to set my goals up and it's just like, I know my life is great when I'm dialed in and I'm organized. I know for me, it could be for you. It's like when my house is decluttered, I have more focus. Like find out what that number one thing is for you. And it's going to be such a powerful superpower that you have to be able to get yourself back on track. So number one, that's the goal right now. What was your number one word? We did a couple weeks ago. And then today, what's your number one self-habit? So what you're doing is you're finding all these little easy things that are most powerful. They give you the biggest bang for your buck. So one, if you want to be number one, 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. Come on, I'm gonna bring it back in right now. I'm gonna bring it back in. Let's get the DJ going. Woo! Once I hit it could be, hey, it could be music for you. Hey, listen, I get into a good mood, and number 1. Come on, I am. Here we go. This is you. What does it take to be number 1? What does it take to be number 1 in your life? What's that number 1 self-care habit for you? Let's get it in lock. Let's know what it is, and let's run it. And how do we run it? We put it in our protocol. This Sunday, if you're not, I have a school. It's called School Community, where I go a little bit deeper for those that enjoy these videos. And we're going to dial in what's called your powerful protocol. It's basically like your shield that gives you your task and the things that you do to be able to go through life and overcome the challenges. Because there's a lot of distractions, but when you know your protocol and you know how you operate, you know your main things that you do when you're on, you become unstoppable. But for today, get your number 1, know what it is, put it in the comments below. What is your number 1 self-care habit that gets you fired up? Hey, make it a great day. Get your number 1 self habit and let's go, baby. You rock.